What I like to do is try to point the bottom of my foot towards the running water, and the water hits the bottom and goes around it. Good morning. We've been looking out. We've been just laying in this tent for like a half hour because we heard a moose walking through the woods. We could hear its hooves clopping on the ground, and we think antlers rubbing up on branches. And it was moving direction. Like the noise was slowly moving towards the left. It got closer, so we were hoping it was coming across the trail right here, but it didn't. Good morning. This is our tent site for the night. And this is our view. You can actually see a bunch of ducks swimming around now. But this morning we heard those moose walking around. We're pretty sure it was moose, but then they just kind of wandered off because the sound kept moving around. But wonderful morning lakeside views. We didn't hear any loons at all. We didn't hear any splashing, so no moose in the lake, unfortunately. We have plenty of more lakes coming up we're going to be walking next year. We'll keep an eye out for more moose. And we're off. Today we have 17.7 miles. I forget the elevation gain, but we're just going up to this little mountain in the beginning. It's very small. But then we have like almost 2,000 feet down. I guess less than that, but it's a lot more down than up today. But after this little mountain, we go down and it's like we stay around 400 or 500 feet for the rest of the day. It's pretty interesting. I hope the terrain's easier and everything works out okay. No moose off to the sides. But yeah, so stick around and let's see if we can spot us another moose. It's very quiet. We heard this outlet coming up. We knew it was coming up, and we saw how wide it is over there. And we were like, oh no, I didn't read if this is a ford or not. But look at that. Super narrow, nice, easy ford. But over here, look at all the water coming out. I think only a tiny portion is going through the middle there. A lot of it's going underneath. So that's a lot of water. It's a big lake. There must be a lot of water still dumping in. I thought the rain was over a week ago, but still having a huge impact. Oh, look at all those flowers over there. Surviving despite the currents. Thriving. Oh, there's a whole bunch of the same flowers. Alright, I should get across. We think someone was camping at that lake there, because I noticed after that lake area there hasn't been any spider web. Till then there was a lot. So now Pocket Rocket is in front of me. I was in front the whole time until then. But I think web will be cleared for the rest of the day, so she's out in front. Things we talk about while we hike. This is one of the topics. We were wondering, do the moose and deer, do they like stick their butt to the side and then poop? Because the poops are always on the side. And I was guessing maybe that's good because then they can look up and down the trail. But we think either trail maintainers brush it off or they poop all over, and then just human steps, animal steps kind of destroy the ones around here. You can see some poop all the way out to here at least. Although it's still off to the side. So anybody know, do they like to stick their butt off to the side when they poop? Like that's not even the only example. There's one right here. Same thing, way off to the side. And just some evidence on trail. Really weird, huh? Who knows? Who knows what's going on here? One of the biggest highlights in the 100-mile wilderness so far has been the mushrooms. Like there were some great mushrooms before, but within the 100-mile wilderness, just huge variety and different sizes, like different stages of growth. Like check this one out here, just as I say it. You can tell this one's growing up and pushing a cluster of leaves that were on top of it out of the way. They're just all over, just great examples of mushrooms everywhere. It's actually insane how many different types of mushrooms there are. We found We actually looked it up in Seek. Seek can't identify a lot of them, but one was a violet web cap or something like that. And we found several of those. And those orange ones with the yellow speckles on top. It's just amazing how many different types of mushrooms there are and just everywhere. It's crazy. There's more. Look at these guys. Pretty new, undamaged. Just pushed the earth out. Beautiful. Just a whole bunch of them. It's you can't go like 10 feet without seeing mushrooms popping up. It's crazy. Crazy, right? Our friend Christina, Tina, she was making fun of me because I kept saying crazy, right? But crazy. Man, some big ones. There's just so many. I haven't taken pictures of most. A lot of them are actually older. There's some rotten ones. I guess there's one that smells like the privy or something. I don't smell it, but Tina says she smells it when she comes across it. And another hiker we walked by, she said she smelled it all the time. Check this out. What is going around here? It's like the fungus is going around the very edges of the tree, but not in the middle at all. I thought it was some kind of sap thing, but I'm pretty sure it's some kind of fungus. Pretty cool. Oh, check this out. This is a better example of it. What is going on there? Why is it right around the edges, huh? I guess it likes that kind of wood. Pretty cool, right? Never seen that before. And then we have trees like this, where the fungus is growing all along the surface. Thick, too. Hard, gnarly looking. We got a snake, folks. But it's just a garter snake. He's right in front of the white rock in the middle of the screen there. Right next to a mushroom. Should we move closer? He's actually a bigger one.
Yeah.
He's like twice as big as the one I saw. He's a garter snake. He's got his head up, trying to pay attention to us. Let's see him race off. He's actually decent size. He's as thick as my thumb. Think he's gonna attack me?
Hope not. Don't get closer.
How close will they let me get with the GoPro? It's just a garter snake, I think. Oh, his tongue is flicking. He's so cool. He's so cool. How close is he gonna let me get? That's about as close as the GoPro will go before it loses focus.
Oh, thank goodness.
His head is all wet looking. If he lunges at me, what am I gonna do? Scream? That's about all I can do. What's funny is his tail is right next to a mushroom. Look at that cool body. Snakes are so cool. Alright. Let's leave him be. I'll get going. The snake is still sitting exactly where we saw him. We walked past him, he hasn't moved one little bit. He just kind of flicked his tongue. Was it scary?
A little. I mean, they can still bite, even though they're not venomous.
Pretty weird, huh? He's still sitting there. He hasn't moved at all.
I know.
But we gave him a wide berth so he'd feel comfortable, so he wouldn't have to waste his energy like just shooting off.
I was surprised he was just like waiting there, because when he was on the rock, I almost stepped on him.
And we got some good pictures and video of him because he's just still sitting there. But we didn't want to get too close and chase him off, so
yeah, you got too close.
Hopefully another hiker doesn't step on him.
Yeah. Although there are not other hikers on trail today.
Yeah, we haven't seen anyone. We were hoping somebody would be coming up trying to get a food drop that's coming up.
Then we could drop our trash.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody's coming.
Yeah.
Oh well. Alright, let's continue on. Cool snake. We saw a snake.
Yeah. I'm super happy it stayed, so you could also see it.
Yeah, that was great. About 50 miles into the 100-mile wilderness, there's a road called Mary Jo Road or something like that. And that's where Shaw's conducts one of its food drops. So if you want food drop there, you kind of coordinate a time to meet there. And they'll be there. We do not have a food drop, but we are hoping that there's a truck just sitting there waiting for someone, because then maybe they could take our trash. It's doubtful that there'll be someone there, but We hope. But oh well. We'll be at Able Campground in just a couple days and we can dump our trash there. But it's been 3 nights, so it'd be nice to get rid of our trash. Or has it been 2 nights? 2 nights? Yeah, it's only been 2 nights. We're here at the road. We've been walking next to the stream for a while and I thought we were gonna have to ford it. And from the sound of it, there's definitely no rock hopping. It's a rager, but fortunately we don't. Beautiful view of the river though. Check out the other side of the bridge. Yeah, it's a deeper one. It would have been more dangerous, but I guess this goes into a pond and we just walk along the left side of it for a while, which is good. Unfortunately, there's nobody here to take our trash. Unfortunately, someone drove by. It's like half tempting to just wave them down to take our trash away, you know. But off we go. We're gonna hit I think we're more than halfway done with our day. We've been going at a decent pace considering my foot thing, but I've been slowed down quite a bit recently because all these mushrooms everywhere. So many mushrooms. But we're gonna keep going now and we're gonna head to a beach, I guess Antler Lake Beach. We're gonna go to a sand beach there and just kind of hang out for a little bit, take a break, and 2 miles to a shelter, supposedly with a really nice spring. But we're gonna go to the shelter area. 2 more nights camping wild. Second to last night. We're another ford, but we think we could rock hop.
What?
No, just keep going. And looks like one of the rocks though has a good amount of water going over, so I think 1 foot will probably get a little wet. But overall, I think it's possible. What I like to do is try to point the bottom of my foot towards the running water. And the water hits the bottom and goes around it, and then we go up and over the sides. Oh. All right, there's another portion of this creek. There's a section that looks like it's rock hoppable, but we have to go through this little island area or something to get there. So we gotta do a small little, not so hard rock hop, bushwhack to where we can get across. Messy. Okay, Tina got across and I just got onto the first rock. I don't know how she did though. I was trying to get to this first rock. I can reach across for that one. That's a nice sturdy rock.
Yay, dry crossing.
We're walking along the edge of Joe Mary Lake right now. There are 2 sand beaches, but I guess the one on the eastern side along the AT is a better one. Here, I guess slightly boggy, lots of grass and stuff growing, but it is a big, beautiful lake. Tina was thinking about taking a swim, and I thought the water in the lake would be warm, but we just walked by an inlet and the water flowing into it is ice cold. So probably a little chilly, but it's a beautiful big lake. I'm guessing the sand beach is right there, straight ahead at the corner there, or it's maybe a little bit around there. throw my socks on the pack and walk in my sandals for just a little bit and then throw the socks back on. Right, if I get my hair here, like wet, so not dry out. I'm near the lean-to there. I guess up here they call them lean-tos, but I'm near the shelter where we'll be. And check out these privies. I guess the one on the right is an old one. The left one is new. The right one actually looks really good, but the left one is fancy. It's called potty number 2. I guess that makes sense. But let's find a campsite now. Hello everybody. We're at our campsite. It's a weird name. All the lean-tos around here have weird names.
Yes, probably native.
So
names.
yeah, and I think some of the mountains too. So, but this is the one with the really cool artesian springs shooting water. I guess it doesn't shoot water, but it comes out of the ground, makes a big pool. But today was a good day. This morning we woke up and we were gonna get ready to go, but then we heard moose sounds. It was like clopping, clop, clop sounds of feet moving.
Yeah, it sounded like branches were breaking and maybe, I don't know, maybe antlers rubbing against woods. And you could hear kind of the thud of the hoofs.
Yeah, I thought it was everything, like the antler sound and everything. Just really slow. And we were just laying there hoping it would just come our way.
But probably because it was 6 o'clock, they were backtracking to the woods from the lake.
That's what we think. So we never saw it. We kept hearing it and the sound moved. So we're pretty sure it was moose or multiple moose. But and today was a beautiful hike. Just mushrooms everywhere. I just like amazing how many different types and
colors and sizes and textures.
And states. Like some are new, some are old and rotted. It's pretty amazing so far. Yeah, great trail, and we didn't have to get our feet wet. So
no, we could rock hop.
Rock hop. So it was big bonus. And we're gonna eat and go to. We're actually gonna both do some work before we go to sleep because lately we've just been tired, and we've been just falling asleep as soon as we eat.
Yes. Yeah,
at least I have been. So today, yeah, get some work done. But
did you talk about your foot?
Oh yeah, my foot. Today, actually, my foot and leg, they felt better than they have in a long time. In fact, around 1:30, I didn't quite need Advil, but I took 2 anyway, just because it was about the time it was going to start hurting, and it was the right time before I take it for the evening before I go to sleep. So, but overall, it's the best it's felt since probably last Tuesday. Yeah. Then it started getting worse right there. Yeah. I think it peaked just when we got into Monson. That was the worst, but I wasn't taking any Advil yet.
Yeah, that wasn't nice seeing Jay limping like that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And
not knowing if we could finish together.
Yeah, but for now I just have to keep being really careful and not hurting it anymore. So anytime there's like wet rocks and muddy areas, I go really slowly, and I still fall.
Yeah.
She swore. She saw me almost go down.
He would have fallen right with his butt into a big mud puddle. That would not have been fun.
It was a huge mud puddle. But fortunately, I just stuck my shoe in there, but it was okay. But anyway. Yeah,
but I mean,
it's all good. We
are hiking 1 day longer than planned, so we can take it more easy.
Yes. We were originally going to summit Friday, but we're going to do it Saturday just to do less miles each day. But I think that's smart because we want to make it. Not rush and not make it. And I was gonna say one other thing, but I forgot. Oh yeah, how many miles do you think it is to Katahdin from here?
Oh, I know how many miles it is to Katahdin.
How many?
How many do you think it is?
I think it's under 50 right now.
48.6.
48.6 miles to go, and we were trying to discuss like northbound. What's it? 48.6, and it's just like a day after Neil's Gap, really. 33s there. I don't know where I was probably just in the middle of nowhere. There's some weird tent sites, but we're getting close. I mean, it's so close. So close. All right. Well, I'm going to charge my batteries as well here. And anything else to add?
Well, we hope you all will enjoy Jay's mushroom pictures.
Oh, yeah. Hope you enjoyed them.
Moss.
Yeah, new moss. There isn't as much moss here because we're lower. I mean, there's still a lot, but mushrooms. Woo-wee. Lots of mushrooms.
So many mushrooms.
Hope you enjoyed them. All right.
Take care, and y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.